Alright. Alright, I got it. I got it, chat. What you're looking at now is my desktop background, believe it or not. I had to dedicate a whole display just to showing this dumb game. Of course, it doesn't start on the right display, so I got to drag it over to it. But it's not going to mess around with what's being shown. Yeah, there we go. Fucking Alt Enter for the win. Alright. Welcome to Costume Quest 2. I played the first one last year. This is really loud. More portals? How are we supposed to get home? I don't remember this. Is there no options yet or anything? Mysterious portal. What if this portal sends us to a crazy monster world like last time? Do you have a better idea? No, I guess I'm just worried about Mum and Dad. We've been gone for a while. Oh, they haven't been home yet? What are these costumes? Maybe this is like midway in the game, because I don't recognize his costume. Is that the portal home? I don't see any properties that would indicate a destination. I'm sure it's fine, Everett. Pop in. Me? I'm not going first. There could be level 30 kobolds in there or something. Not it. I collect more empirical data by observing you guys entering first. Just got distracted by the bot saying I was live twice. But that's good, we're live. Yeah, and I'm her research assistant. After you then, Reynold. I've hogged way too much glory from you already, sis. You should go first. But you're an eyeball. You'll be able to see the monster better. You'd send your own brother into a strange portal by himself? You're the monster. Oh, this is probably where I've got to pick. If only one of us is going to survive, Mum and Dad would want it to be me. Why, you little... Guys, stop fighting. The only statistically fair way to decide this is a flip of a coin. Fine, fine. Okay, loser goes first. Call it in the air. Lay it on us, Everett. Who's going first? Yeah, don't keep us in suspense. Yeah, it is me picking. I'm just gonna pick the guy again. Oh man. I'm thinking as well there may not be sound options. Trick or treat. It looks like we're home. Hey guys. We're home. I had a good feeling about that portal. Something feels off though. It wasn't Halloween when we left. Well, that actually makes total sense. So I'm guessing this is including the DLCs and stuff, which I played one of. I don't know if there were more. Yeah, the one I played did have like ice, but I don't remember that costume. That actually makes sense. I didn't read what she just said. It does? These portals are likely wormholes to space-time. We probably just experienced a little time dilation. Yeah, Everett, duh. So we're time travelers? Sort of. We did some quantum stuff. Oh, those are two different things. Nobody can actually travel through time. We're traveling through time right now. Hey, isn't that Dr. White? Why is he so fidgety? Because he's clearly a mad scientist or chef. It's hard to distinguish the two. Or dentist. That dentist always gave me the creeps. Who cares about him? Let's go to my house and sort our candy. Good idea. I need to unload all my licorice on you guys. We should check in with Mum and Dad first, though. We'll meet you there in a few minutes. Okay, see you soon. Come on, Lucy. Last one is a rotten egg. See ya. Yes. Yes. Right, I usually have that, like that. I don't think we need to go into advanced. Okay, good. We're in. Everything's working. The sound is a little bit low. There we go. That's good for me anyway. Hey, Dad. Hey there, Reynold. Or is it Reynold? I don't think I knew last time either. Are you excited for the Halloween block party? Halloween block party sounds awesome. Should be, I guess. We'll see you over there in a bit. We're just waiting for Miss Putterpam. She needs help setting up her pie table. What the hell? Guys, take Halloween real seriously. I just play spooky games for Halloween. That's about it. Uncle? What? What? Maybe that's a game I don't know. This block party needs to be amazing to justify this wait. Also, I don't know if this is the same, like, Halloween year as last game. We don't have a counter for, like, candy. I'm Lincoln, okay? Sure. Or maybe if I talk to Mom. Hey kids, I was wondering where you guys were. Hi Mum, we're just checking in. How responsible of you. How long have you been out playing again? Who knows? Or how long have we been out playing? Who knows? I just got up from a nap. Don't stray too far, kids. The Halloween block party is going to start soon. Wait, wasn't there like a menu that I could open? Alright, let's see what this guy's doing. So throwing a Halloween block party on my block. I'm guessing he's going to be the evil guy because he's a dentist and Halloween is about eating lots of candy, as everyone knows. Hey Dr. White, what are you doing out here? Can't you see that I'm busy? Do I look like I want to be interrupted by an eyeball? Why don't you go brush your teeth? I can smell the sugar on your breath. Yeah, sounds like fun. We better think about it. Definitely. I didn't read what she said. Just that he's creepy, I guess. Where's the block party then? Oh, I can go over here. What is that? Out of my way, brats. Hey. Watch it. There you are, you're late. When I said meet by the alley, what are you doing over here? I don't think it's who they think. You're a time wizard? Oh. You have no excuse for being tardy? Right, okay. Anyway, let's get down to business. Are you ready to pay your debts? Maybe the time wizard needed a dentist. At last. Now I will take what's mine. Did you see that? I'm standing right here. Ah, I have it. It is mine. What is it? Oh, it's like a voodoo doll. Well, they're not actually how voodoo dolls looked, but whatever. What were they called? Like poppets. I guess that's the more accurate term. With this talisman, I have unlocked the monster gate. The what? The Repugians are free? Was that the little goblin fellas? Is that what they were called? It was only last year and I've forgotten everything. Now I can use them. Use them to rid the world of candy and Halloween. My dental hygiene utopia is within my grasp. Okay. Our costumes. What's happening? Time things. Who is that? Is it old Everett? Reynold, this way. Quickly. I think it is. He just saw that and did nothing. I guess we're gonna have to just save Halloween from a time dentist. What a premise. Why can't I ever land on my feet? That was crazy. What the heck just happened? You just traveled to the future, kid. Reynold, it's so good to see you again. Do we know you? How would you not recognize them, though? Don't you recognize us? It's Everett and Lucy. And guess what, guys? We're married now. Gross. What? Yeah, I knew they'd be like that. I knew it. I knew you had the hots for her, Everett. Guilty as charged. Haha, well, we had more time to... I wish we had more time to catch up, but we need your help with something urgent. Is it to save Halloween? Yeah, we need to hurry. We don't have much time, apart from time travel. We need to get another time hole open, but you guys will need costumes for this. Run out to the shed in the backyard. We've got a couple stashed there that you can borrow. And be very careful not to be seen by anything. Oh, all the windows are boarded up and everything. Okay. What do we need costumes for? Oh, also in the pictures, you can see they had a little kid. Hurry. They know we're here. We'll tell you more when you get back with those costumes. Yeah, look. They had a little babby. Right, now I can open this stuff. It didn't count any of the invisible candy that I was getting before. Wow, they just leave the doors open. What a futuristic shed. Oh man. Not this stupid candy corn costume again. Oh, okay, it's like... it really is a utopia for the dentist guy. Are we going to be working with, like, monsters and stuff that we were fighting before? You kids shouldn't be outside with costumes on. You know the law. Oh no, they're still bad guys. What law? We're from out of town. No candy, no costumes. It's ridiculous, I know, but it's Overlord White's world now. The dental drone should have nabbed you if I hadn't been here to stop it. Thanks, but we can handle ourselves. I believe that you believe that, but I want to see for myself. Let's see how good you are with that superhero costume. I guess he did save us, so I don't know. Wow, it's generic superhero. Okay, show me what you got. Flying fist attack? Well, I'm happy it's still like taking turns kind of gameplay. Not bad, but your timing could be better. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Try hitting the attack button again at the moment of impact. And you will see the indicator above my head. Nice. Well done. See if you can do it again. Nice. Yes, you're getting it. Once more, so I can be sure it wasn't just luck. Nice. You are as good as you say. You have a furious attack. That is clear. But how strong is your defense? Try the same technique, but now time the point of impact during my attack. If you're good enough, you can weaken my attacks. Ready yourself. Well done, you deflected my attack once more. One more time. Great block. I thought I had you. Okay, you convinced me that you can defend yourself. One more thing. As you land attacks on the enemy or take damage, your special meter will fill up. When you filled it all, by the way, when you filled it all the way, your special ability will unlock. It looks like you're really close to unlocking yours, so let me help you along. Hehe, blocked it. Ah, there you go. Now it's full. Give it a try. Sweet justice. Ouch. I deserve that. Alright. That's all I have to teach you right now. Maybe they'll come back and teach us more later. Well. Also, these costumes will have like special effects, won't they? Focus in action. Exploration ability none. Okay, maybe maybe they're not very good. It's almost like they're the starting costumes. They've got this going. Good, you found the costumes. I've got the time hole opened to the past. You can enter when you're ready. What are we supposed to do there? Need to find a family of witches guarding a monster gate. I don't know where they are exactly. I'm sending you just before Dr. White went back. You have to find them before he does. Alright, I'm just going to explore upstairs first. Ah, I can't. Can't steal any of their stuff. He's keeping out all the robots. Alright, so the like goblin guys are still evil. I guess that bird was just a special character. Did you know you have a crest whaler living in your backyard? He told us that candy was illegal. Halloween is illegal. No candy or costumes. Once Dr. White opened the monster gate, he brainwashed them into helping him obliterate all of it. That's depressing. Let's go back to the past. Where are we? I don't know, but these time holes are messing with my guts, I think. Well, I guess we better start looking for those witches. What? Okay, I mean, I'm not sure you would get candy if you hit an alligator in real life. What are those? Witches? Did we find the witches? Why are they saying that? No, false alarm. These are stand-in human children. They do not have the talisman we seek. You're looking for the witches too, huh? Well, that's too bad for you. Why do you say that, human child? If you're looking for the witches, then that means you're in our way. Ha, do you think you can deter us? We are shards of the Chronoculus. Chronoculus. We are everywhere. We cannot be stopped. And then they'll be like, no, my weakness! Costumes! Wow, she's just a candy corn. Wow. A lot of health, though. Nice. Can they really not do anything? Oh, there's there's like levels of accuracy. It did. So I'm guessing if I get those perfect, it'll just nullify all damage. Alright, they're dead. They're dead. Oh yeah, we are massive. I forgot about that as well. The power of imagination. I could use some water, I just said. Or does that heal us? Oh no, healing is a thing now? I don't think it was a thing before. I think you would just start with full health every time. They're making the game complicated. But yeah, the reason why I like this game is because it does just remind me of Halloween. It's very Halloween-y. Not scary in any way, which is why I'm starting October with this. We'll get more scary games later on though, and this is a very short game. I might even complete it in just like 2 days. Hey y'all, don't just stand there, holding your pails. Help me. What? Whoa, what are you doing with that gator? Some of my girls got loose and thought it would be funny to rip my costume on Halloween. Wait, they're your... Oh, it says right there, Monty's Gator Giddy Up. And that is Monty. That looks dangerous. Why don't you just let her have it? I worked all week on my costume. I'm not about to let those gators ruin my night. Look around and see if you can find the other pieces. I've got this one handled. And hurry up before Gertie gets all bitey on my arms. Okay, 'tis a quest. Do not feed the gators. And then there's a picture of me being eaten. I can do wheelies? Okay, you don't just have to be the robot anymore. You can just can just be whatever. Unless it's part of this costume now, and there is no, like, robot costume. Oh, I thought it'd be unlimited. Yeah, this isn't EXP, is it? This is like money. The equivalent to money. I don't have your costume yet. Collecting all the money. Well, there's a piece. I need to find Monty's costume pieces. Is it just a clown? Rainbow clown? Don't worry about pushing them. Those gators... Don't worry about pushing them gators around if you have to. They won't bite. Yeah, sure. They sure... There should be a squeaky horn in there somewhere. I hope they didn't swallow it. They probably did. Any of you got a horn? Yeah. Thanks. Just hit them all. Just because why not? Found your costume pieces, I think. There's alligator drool on some of them. My clown costume. Halloween is saved. I don't know what it is about, like, not scary costumes, but people need to stop doing it. They need to be spooky scary. Your Halloween is saved, but Halloween in the future is doomed. What you mean? It's a long story, but we're here to save it. And we need to find a coven of witches guarding a talisman somewhere around here. You mean them bog witches? I can show you where they are. We just gotta rustle up a boat. Oh, they're part of my crew now. Okay, Monty, get your gator out of the way. It's not one of mine. I ain't going near her. Well, how do you move a gator? You can try using my squeaky horn. They really hate the sound of this thing. Okay, let me try on that clown costume. Hold right bumper. There we go. Haha, look at it go. I thought it was gonna try and kill me. Honestly. Yeah, anyone can do the skate thing. Oh, it's me. It me. Little Bones. Looking for witches, huh? You're gonna need a boat. Dang. You look cadaverous. I'm a skeleton kid. Get over it. Got a boat? Sure do. And I'll take you right to them for a price. Keep talking. Is it my soul? I came here for candy, but these human grown-ups are stingy. They just scream and slam the door in my face. Oh, okay. I need you to fill my pail up with candy and bring it back to me. Trick or treat at every house and bring me the motherlode. Then we can talk about going to the bog to see the witches. You want us to trick or treat, huh? I think we can manage that. Like, this is what the game is originally about, just going door to door. And then, adventure happens. I mean, a ton. So much candy that you're embarrassed to be seen with it. I'll wait for you at the dock. In town. There's a town. I keep pressing the wrong button. What is that? Hey, do you collect creepy treat cards? Oh, those were the perks, weren't they? Oh my god, I've like forgotten everything. And it's just all coming back to me. More specifically, do you have a Ghost Munch card you could trade me? Actually, I'm not sure if these were the perks, but there is a perk system. Yeah, these might just be collectibles. There's a bubble bath card in it for you if you do. Not on me. I'll let you know if I find one though. Thanks. I had one, but I dropped it in the swamp and a gator ate it. Right, so I can probably get that back then. Every time. I need to stop. Huh. Secrets? No. Trick or treat. I'm a clown. Did you make those costumes yourself? So cute. Do I get EXP for trick or treating? What imaginative costumes. You deserve some candy. No, I don't. I don't get EXP. Just delicious candy. Yeah, in the original, it's the goblin guys that can sometimes be at a door. Oh, God. Oh, I hate it. I really hate it. I can't wait to get rid of this costume. Run away? No. Alright, forget what I said about the clown. It is definitely the scariest thing in this team. That's quite a lot of damage. It's still not dead. Come on. Yeah. Do you think eventually they will get an attack? I think it said this is not a candy corn. Yep, I hate it. Level up. Nice. Yeah, so that's these ones done. Oh, we got our health back. I feel like these trees are looking at me. Yeah, pretty creepy. You came after the talisman. I could sense it. So one of the plans I did have was to play Luigi's Mansion 2. I had this plan a long time ago, but had some difficulty capturing the 3DS. But now, it is available on Switch, or it will be very soon. Well, if it isn't already. So I won't be able to do it this year, but maybe at some point in the future we can continue Luigi's Mansion. Maybe I could play them out of order, because I don't have the third one, but my nephew has a Switch, has the third one. So if I get a Switch, I could borrow it. Because he's not the biggest fan, and I did ask, is it a little bit scary? And he did actually say yeah. So like I appreciate his honesty when he's like that. And I understand as well. He's only 9. There's a lot of them. I don't know if this is random as well. Because if it's not random, you could just know which ones they're in. But then you won't get the EXP, so I don't know. Alright, we've got some other type. Probably more powerful, so we'll do the less powerful one first. And I didn't heal. It looks like it deflects back, but it doesn't do damage, does it? In fact, it probably just goes back anyway. I want to change back just because it's terrifying. Do I have to save as well? I don't think I do. I think it saves after like everything you do. Destroy them! Yay! Just destroy their pumpkins anyway. Oh. I didn't even see them there. But I was looking for an alligator that I could maybe get a card from. Oh no, wait, these have less health. creepy treat card? Yeah, it does do both. Does do damage to both. I kind of forgot about these, like, special things. I hate it. Oh, it's a heal. Alright, they're dead. What was that? Oh. It was a poison. Yeah, before it was pressing B. That's why I'm not really remembering this button. Wait, does it know that I'm using a PlayStation controller? No, it doesn't. It just accepted A as well to heal. Because I was thinking it shouldn't. It shouldn't know. How do I get to that? Aha. Delicious. I was thinking, can I go in there? Trick or treat. Yeah, the fights do start off quite slow. And then they get a lot more tactical. It would really help if we had a costume that can attack, but... I feel like the candy corn is somehow better still than the clown. Like there's no special attack or normal attack, I guess. A bit late. Yeah, it is just a poison. She'll live though. Yeah, it does say saving as well. What imaginative costumes you have. Oh, maybe I have to go down. Yeah, down onto it. Yeah. Costume material, dino slippers. So, if I find all the pieces, then I'll get a new costume. Last Halloween, you just used your Master Chief helmet. Does that count as spooky scary though? Nope. Master Chef ain't scary. And now you have Smarties up in the corner of the screen. That's your heads-up display. You couldn't see anything through the visor when it got dark. I think this year with my nephews, probably going to do a bit of face painting as well, because we've had some paints for like 4 years now, and we've just not used them. But one of them wants to be a wizard. I was like, yes. I approve. It's not scary, but I do like magic. Yeah, last year I think they were a werewolf and a skeleton. Pretty classic Halloween. Right, yeah, let's get this. Oh yeah, and they turn the lights off when you've got the house, which is useful. Even when it's a bad guy. Should have healed. Oh, we can do Sweet Justice. I'd always swap my target. I don't know. I'm not sure if I even can. It's still damaged more. I'm gonna bounce attack. I'm not even gonna use the special right now. Because that would be one down. This year you're going to be handing out candy for Halloween? I usually do both, so I go out with the kids, with my nephews, and then I end up being the one that hands out the candy as well at the door when they've had enough. You're also going to hand out raisins because you think it would be funny. Ever the troll. They really attack the candy corn most of all, don't they? Maybe that's part of the costume. Possibly Pokemon cards. You should hand out Haunters. Haunter Pokemon cards. Not sure about the cards. I remember when I was a kid, when people didn't have like candy, or well, sweets we would call them, sweets or chocolate, they would just give you some money. It's like so random. One house, oh, we're back here. One house even gave like a roll of pennies, and I was like, what? What is this? Seems so random, but apparently it's a thing. Oh yeah, we should heal. Like if you don't have anything to give out, just don't give anything. Just say, "Oh, sorry, I don't have anything." Maybe people are scared to do that though. You hear like horror stories of the kids coming back and like throwing toilet roll over your house or something. I don't know, because they're angry. If you could, you would give out Everstone cards with Haunters. Then heck yeah. I don't think you've ever gotten money trick-or-treating, just buff legs and some candy. Yeah, I definitely have. One of them was just like pennies, a roll of pennies, and one of them was like £2, just like some actual real money. Get out of the way! Gotta be the creepy clown. Burp. Greenish yellow fabric. What are you doing? Wait! The devil at a crossroads? You gonna like teach me how to play guitar real good? Duelo del Diablo. Bub. Did you come to duel the best? Because I'm the best. The best at what? At dueling. There's no one better in the bayou. Or more humble, apparently. Oh, it is. It's gonna be a duel of guitars? Banjos? Yes, it's Duel of Banjos, isn't it? But one of them is actually a guitar in the Duel of Banjos, which I never really understood. That's true, I'm also the humblest, but I'm known more for being the best. Wait a minute, you don't have an instrument. Why are you here? I need someone to duel. Come back when you have an instrument. I guess there's a costume that will have an instrument. Or maybe it'll just be an item. I'll even dangle my sweet pterodactyl costume pattern as a carrot. I get you. We'll get right on that. You found me? I'm playing hide and seek with my friends. Want to play? If you find all 6 of us, you get a prize. How do I know if they're hiding though? Because she was not hiding. Shady? Is that the name of the clown? Oh no, that's this person? Shady, what are you doing out here? I'm gonna give you some Pokemon cards. Here's a Haunter with an Everstone. Shush, keep it down, kid. Don't want to attract attention. How did you get out here? Repegua? I don't remember what they were called. Got clients all over. I go where the action is, kid. But this is decades in the past. You think I'm gonna let some chump from the past take all my business? Pish, you don't know Shady. So listen, you want some creepy treat cards or not? Got some good ones in here. I knew it would be cards. Are we not like spending the money that... A map of the bayou? I would like this map, please. Purchased. And I'm not sure what these do. Oh, it even says on them, chosen hero takes 2 turns. Okay. Got one use, I'm guessing. Take care, kids. Somewhere else. I can't be discreet with you kids hanging around. Like, even though we went into the past, it's kind of weird that we moved location. Maybe they drained the swamp and built up the houses. You and your parents are gonna get the good candy? Yeah, we always get the good candy. I'm always really generous as well, and the kids are like, what? And it's just like, yeah, but as soon as I get rid of this, the sooner I don't have to get up and answer the door. Wait a minute, that guy's stealing my business. Yeah, sure is. I'm gonna send him a cease and desist. $150. I think they do have more health when there's just one of them. I did think that I might be able to do this game in 2 days, but come to think of it, I don't know how long this game is. The first one was short, but that doesn't necessarily mean this one is. Because it might have had some success, and then they thought, oh, we should make a longer game next time. Heck with the cease and desist, we have to bombard them with candy corn? That sounds painful. I've never seen or eaten or held candy corn, but I'm pretty sure it's like solid, right? it's just like a boiled sweet molten sugar that's like formed. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Candy corn is good? I don't believe you. No one has ever said that. No one in the history of candy corn. Even Sir Candy Corn himself. Maybe that's like the joke in the costume as well. Because it doesn't do anything. Candy corn is good. You love candy corn. Its texture is that of soft candle. Really? I didn't think it was soft, and it tastes like candy. Yeah, well, you know, that bit I could have guessed. I didn't think they were soft at all, though. Can I get to like that thing? There's some weird invisible walls happening. Right, I'll need a different costume for that, I think. Oh. We are back here. You understand why people don't like candy corn, but you do love it? Oh, okay. You found me. They really didn't look like they were hiding. Are you hiding too? I feel like the trees are looking at me. He's, is he just a lumberjack? Yes, he is. That's the scariest, isn't it? Lumberjacks. Hello, I am the future richest person in the world. Is that right? Yep. One day I'm going to dredge up this dumpy swamp and cover it with tract houses. I guess he does actually do that then. I need to get semi-rich first though. It takes money to make money, you know. Well, good luck with that. You look like the savvy investor to me. If you want to make some candy, come talk to me later. I knew you'd be back. My dredging plan is a clear moneymaker. How much candy do you want to invest? You can't buy this land with candy. I have the system to convert candy to money, just leave the business side to me. If you give me, say, 200 candy now, I will pay you back with crazy interest when my project is done. What do you say? Sure. Brilliant. This will be enough to get the permits. What? 200 candy is enough to get a permit for draining this whole place? Just a few more years until I'm old enough to file for them. What? You cheated us. Be patient. You will get your candy back and then some. I keep my books. I got an IOU. I guess I should talk to everyone really then. I thought that a lot of these people were just there and they'd say generic lines, but everyone is there for a reason. Wow, neat costumes, guys. Thanks, you too. You too. Oh, this isn't a costume. I have to wear it to strengthen my teeth. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. I'm Candy's fiercest predator. I guess, yeah, hammerhead shark. It's your lucky day. I happen to have a spare Ghost Munch card right here. Okay, I did get one then. Yay, now I have a complete set again. Here's your bubble bath card. I did it for the EXP! Alright, he doesn't want to do another trade. Can I talk to you? Are you just a plant? What? All this candy is going to put more junk in my trunk. It sure will. Yeah, they're just like a tree. I thought that they were like an executor or something. Give him all the candy. Yeah, that would be the best, wouldn't it? If you could just say, have all my candy. And then we'd get just crazy numbers. Oh, I could just jump through the time portal, like, right now. French Quarter Bayou. Yeah, we can't get in there either. Oh, I'm gonna try and hit him. Candy corn should be the only candy. No. No. Right, 41 left. Good timing, yes. Bad timing, apparently. They're dead. Oh, this isn't a house that I can get candy from. Some weird kid with braces was following me, but I gave him the slip. Oh, I know where they are.
Candy corn is the one true candy. Fanes insane Christ 78 Christ Rogan Christ 78 Christ Rogan.
Right, okay. Where's the bathroom in this place? I'm gonna burst. Were there adults before? Oh, they look like these. Now there's long people. What are you supposed to be? Don't make me talk. I'm a statue. Why? People tip good money if you look all statuesque. So you put on a costume and stand still? That's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm also painted silver and standing on a box with an awesome pose. I'm performing a valuable service. There's no money in your cup. Well, that's because they're going to the bank to get more money, probably. What are you supposed to be? I'm a stone cold statue. Why are you gold then? You didn't even see my lips move when I said that, right? And people tip for this? Just look in that cup. It will tell you everything you need to know. There's nothing in the cup. Oh, well, that's because I blew their minds. They'll come back with tips when their minds have healed. There's another kid over there doing the same thing, you know. That silver kid, ha. If you had a choice between silver and gold, which would you pick? I thought platinum... I thought she was made out of platinum. What? Did she say that? No wonder I don't have money in my cup. Dang it. I'd probably choose silver, honestly. It kind of goes with more stuff. Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening here. All the candy to collect. All the pumpkins to smash. All the people to talk to. I like that, it just like... it automatically walks you through the house. Yeah, so I didn't think that we were like... in this part of the country. But I guess we were the whole time. Paper mache. Paper mache. You don't eat enough candy to know what your favorite candy is. Well then, I guess your favorite thing though is kind of only your favorite thing so far. It's like no one's experienced everything. So like my favorite video game is my favorite video game so far. Because I've not played them all. But I've played so many video games that I don't know what my favorite one would be as well. So there's... it can go both ways. Why choose? All exist. Why choose? I guess the hiding spot was over easy to find. I didn't think that they were hiding either. Just talk to everyone. Oh, these are houses as well. It's probably not worth doing this, is it? Wait, you can also eat the candy? Oh. Okay, that felt like a real waste. There's going to be points in the game where I have to do that, isn't there? Nah, maybe not. This game won't be that difficult. Is this guy hiding? Rats. I guess this is the end of my detail. He was. You'd say candy corn is the best candy, but not your favorite candy. Let's see if they have anything else to sell. Oh. Map of the French Quarter, sure. I've not looked at any of the maps yet. Brown paint, candy corn upgrade. Paint a chocolate stripe on your candy corn to add a defensive bonus and increase threat. Yeah, so it is a tank. I thought it was going to be brown paint to turn it into chocolate. It's just a chocolate stripe. Wouldn't you just like turn the whole thing? It would be much better. Oh wait, is this guy? Wow, you have lots of candy. Didn't we see you earlier? My mum says candy will rot my teeth. Okay. Actually, it's almost full. Maybe we should buy that upgrade. Trick or treat? Sorry kids, I ain't got no candy. But if you get yourself a broken boat... but if you got yourself a broken boat, I can help you out. Y'all out. Oh, we can go in here. Hey kid, you don't happen to know any good horn players, do you? Our regular guy decided to split town with his old lady, left us in a bind. Does a squeaky horn count? Man, I don't care what kind of horn it is. If you can play it. But obviously you can't, because I've never heard of you. You get yourself some music cred, and we'll talk. Can I duel that guy then with the clown horn? Now give us some quiet. We got a show to get ready for. I'm gonna try. I didn't really think about that being an instrument. Because it kind of isn't. Maybe later. Are you hiding? Man, how did you know I wasn't a Halloween decoration? One the more child. Child. I mean, they're not hiding, are they? Come here. No, it's just an animation. Oh, this is Boat Boy. Little Bones, we got your candy right here, ready to go. Do I look like I was born yesterday? No, you look like you died several months ago. Haha, you're so funny. I forgot to laugh. I know what a lot of candy looks like, and that ain't it. Fill my bucket up at every house, if you want me to take you to those witches. Yeah, I know that we haven't done every house yet. Oh look, someone has an instrument now. Do you dare challenge me to a duel? I'll even wager my sweet pterodactyl pattern. The pattern isn't the costume, it's just the ability to make it or something. But then I need ingredients. This isn't really a musical instrument. Oh, I thought you were a clown at first, but it turns out you're actually a chicken. Okay, come on. It's gonna feel good to take your pattern. Oh, I need to drink some water. Hopefully I don't actually have to do anything. Oh, I do. Honestly, I don't even know how to judge this duel. You could be the best. You could be the best clown horn player in the world, or worst. Who knows? I mean, I was the fastest. The fastest clown horn player in the West. How about we call it a draw? I'll give you the pterodactyl pattern, and you keep this between us. Sure, sounds fine to me. We both know who really won anyway. We do? Who was it? Me, right? Or you? How can you even tell? Wait, costume complete? Oh, maybe we already had the parts. What's the pterodactyl? And the clown has gone. Right, now everyone can attack, but we have the clown. And I don't really like the clown because it's creepy. Oh, can I blow leaves out the way? Yes. Is that a snail? Eep. What? Did the snail attack us? I'm just a straight up pterodactyl. Oh, and the superhero has changed gender. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that happened before. Oh, there's a lot of health. So we can do 100. 100 damage. You think the clown might be your favorite? It's so well animated that it's like really creepy. I'm not sure if the pterodactyl like heals from the damage it does. Some green numbers happen. That's usually what that means. I need to wet my whistle. Yeah, we do need to heal. Not sure I like that we have to heal. Because it just means you have to, like, run back. Every time. There's the map. Okay. Oh, it shows the houses, too. And the portal. The past. Yeah, I like it. It's a very cute map. Maybe your favorite. This game kind of makes you think of South Park, the fractured but whole. I've not played that one, but I played the Stick of Truth, and I saw the fractured but whole. You have to be very careful how you say it. That's the joke. And yeah, it also looked good. I do like those games. Much better than the other South Park games that most people don't know or talk about because they're terrible. Where am I? Oh, I see where I am. Yeah. It doesn't tell me, but... So is this first... Oh yeah, I see it's here. Yeah, I guess in both the South Park games, it is sort of about costumes and things as well. I really like the system in the South Park games as well. Like again, I've only played the Stick of Truth, but it starts out simple like this. It gets a lot more like complicated though, and the game is hilarious. Oh, we keep the like special meter. The attack is just called Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl, like terror. Yeah, so single target damage. So 40? Did I? Yeah, I guess I don't. Alright, so I have 17, it has 70. I don't get why it goes green then. Oh well. You wonder why it's called that. I wonder if they ever think like, do you think we can get away with this? Or they just try. They probably just try, right? The South Park people. I can't remember their names. That's the best squirrel costume I ever saw. This is a pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. We are getting too much. We should go spend. But the only thing to spend it on is an upgrade for a costume that I don't really want to use. I can try with the other guy, but I think it's gonna be the same guy with the same... Oh no, he's moved? Oh, he's further down. The same guy with the same inventory. Yeah, and it just changes just because... Well, just because. It is just painted brown. Alright, there's only a few houses left. Oh yeah, but we do have like this ability now. Where was the other pile of leaves? Oh, it was like north of the bayou bit. On like the east side. Was there another one? No, I think it was only here. Yeah, right here. Be gone! Yeah, we looked there. I just don't want to miss anything. Oh yeah, and there's a hidden kid. That's the other thing. We gotta find the last hidden child. Just making sure they didn't get more stuff. That's not them. They could be anywhere though. I don't know if I went up here. No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't think that would work. Give me candy. I guess I broke it? That you're not supposed to do that? Right, there's 3 left. I reckon the last hiding kid is in the bayou part. I've got to think of, like, Halloween games to play. Because this isn't going to last very long. Maybe 3 sessions at most. I think that last year it was 3 and then an extra 1 for the DLC. But that was when I was doing, like, 2-hour sessions. Maybe a little bit longer. Today will be a shorter session. Because of the technical difficulties. So much for the candy corn having more aggro. Doesn't have that much more health either. Sweet justice. And yeah, I understand why it's called Sweet Justice now. Cause sweets? Well, maybe not. Nice. Yeah, we need to heal. You think they just try? I think so too. I think that they go by the philosophy that it's better to... What is it? Better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. And that's probably true. Why are they doing my boy Candy Corn dirty like that? Well, Candy Corn's the tank. Yeah, that looks like a status thing, actually. Yeah. Definitely better to have all three of them attacking. Right, they're almost dead. Which is good, because Candy Corn is too. I think I will change. Okay, that's the last house. Let's get this ridiculous pile of candy to Little Bones, so we can get out. We can get to those witches. Oh no! What the heck? That brace face just stole our candy. They were like looking at it, being like, "Oh, that's a lot of candy." Hey, come back here. That's our ticket home. Like, candy. Where'd they go? And I kind of predict that the boat will like break and crash anyway. I'm also looking for... That reflection's quite nice, isn't it? Why do we have like a shadow under what we're standing on though? I think that's ray tracing. Before ray tracing existed. Well, kind of. In video games. It's been around a long time, ray tracing. Didn't have the power to capture it like in frames per second. It was more like one frame every couple minutes for like a quick pass, and then hours if you wanted to do the final render. Right, none of these are hiding. Yeah, we've spoken to them. So we're by the houses. Do you think anyone's hiding near the portal? Are these gators? And yeah, if we go back through time, we'll end up in the future time, won't we? Not in the present time. There's no kids in here, right? In the future time, we can't go outside, so we can't speak to that guy, that kid that we invested candy with, like instantly. It'll be something that we'll have to remember later on. I don't know where they're gonna be. Wait, where were they? Where were they before? Is that them? That's gonna be a hiding kid, though, isn't it? Yeah. Found us. Here is your prize. This sack should hold a lot of candy. Oh, nice. It's a candy upgrade. I think... Was it always a candy upgrade before? Awesome. This holds way more candy than my old paper bag. It holds like 5,000. That's a lot of candy. Yeah, I'm thinking of where the brace guy was before, and I think it was over here. Yeah, they were by this car, weren't they? Propane. I don't know where they are. But it did point us downwards towards the bayou. Which made me think that we have to go there. Like, you know, where we are. Yeah, they did run down. I really don't know where they're going to be. What about that house that was, like, abandoned? Yeah, this one? No, not this one. Oh, I don't know. I think it would be funny if Candy Corn had a special attack that is completely overpowered. Yeah, well, it does feel like if it gets hit enough, that might happen, but it doesn't actually seem to be. It would be a cool idea, I think. Oh, here's a pile of leaves. Yeah. Fudge crystals. Nice. And this was the house I was thinking. Oh. Hey guys, it's him. So there is a walkway in. Somehow, somewhere. What? Oh, it's here. Okay. Hey kid, give us our candy back. Oh, hey guys, sorry about that. It's just my mom won't let me trick or treat. I wanted to try candy so bad, I guess I got a little desperate. Cool costumes, by the way. You never tried candy before? That's crazy. What is this? Who are those brats? Oral? Oral? Yeah, I guess it is. These are nice kids, Mum. Is she, like, so crazy a dentist she named her kid Oral? We were just, talking and stuff. What is that you have there? Where did you get this? That's our candy. Oral was just borrowing it for a bit. You gave my little boy candy? And what is that you're wearing? Are those costumes? Mom, they were just... Oh, wait. Is he gonna be the dentist from the future? I think so. Wait, you can go to the future in this game? Yeah, we started in the present. And then we went to the future because time travel happened. And now we're in the past to prevent what happens in the future. Oh god, that poor kid. It's basically like Willy Wonka. Get inside, Laurel. It's time to brush your teeth again. And you! Take this poison away from here and get off my property. Wow. If I ever see you near my boy again, teaching him the evils of Halloween, you'll be sorry. Oh, he sucks to be that kid. I think that kid is our dentist. Yeah, I think so too. We gotta, like, stuff some candy into his mouth so that he'll learn the joys of Halloween. Wrong button. Although I'm not sure how. What a rude woman. I guess we did get our candy back, so we can go to the boatman. Where's the bathroom? Oh, I've already spoken to it. Let me just check that I've spoken to everyone. The guidebooks are slamming me. Because I don't use real shrimp. What do you use? This gumbo cart was in my guidebook, although it was in the list of places to avoid. Oh, damn. Hey, don't even think about doing a chat and cut. Oh, like cut into the queue. Almost choked to death on my baguette. What? I think I might sue. I don't know what that is. Oh, let's talk to this guy. Not now, I'm watching this kid, he's amazing. Yeah, I can't talk to the kid though. Yeah, most people are just tourists. I've heard of the witches. I heard there are witches on the edge of town. I wonder if they sell crafts. They probably do. I'm really sweaty right now. Thanks for telling me. I ain't leaving till I see a gator. Just turn around, there's a fountain off them. And they look pretty cool. Oh, what was, this guy spoke of fixing boats, right? Yeah. So I reckon our boat is going to break. Could see the card guy, see if there's any more cards to buy, but, he's going to be everywhere anyway. I think I've done everything. We'll probably be able to get back anyway. Here's your candy. This is the motherlode for sure. You won't believe what we had to go through to get it for you. I wouldn't care if you told me. Give me that candy. So, ready to go to the witches now? Hey, you ready to go? What? Oh yeah, okay, let's go. Great. That's not good. Can you fix it? We really need to meet those witches. Do I look like a boat mechanic? No, you look like a skeleton. Exactly, and skeletons don't fix boats. Not to overgeneralize. Anyway. If you can find a mechanic to fix it, I'll take you over there. Otherwise, I'll be here eating this sweet nectar. I do that every time, don't I? It definitely was B, just because my brain keeps trying to press B to roller skate. Our friend's fan boat broke down. Can you help us fix it? Of course I can, that's what I do. Wouldn't call myself a boat mechanic if I couldn't fix a dang fan boat. Great. Come with us. It's just over there. Now hang on a sec, that's gonna cost you $50 first. $50? That's expensive. I ain't no charity kid. I got a mouth to feed. You bring me $50 and you'll have back, and I'll have you back on the water in no time. Where am I gonna get $50? Oh, wait a minute. These guys spoke of money. They're the only people I know that have spoke about real money besides candy. Leave me alone. I saw one of those statues move just now. Then I realized it was a kid. Amazing. Maybe they need to move more so that people realize they're people. Don't talk to me unless you have got a plan to get rid of gold fingers over there. I don't think this painted statue thing would have... I don't think this painted statue thing would have so much competition. Do we speak to this person? Hairspray is a girl's best friend in this muggy weather. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it was that one that we spoke to. I really don't know where to get $50 from. Bill Bones. $50. Maybe if we go all the way back through the portal, ask them for $50. Because they're adults now. And adults have money. Yeah, it is here. Everett, that's it. Wait here, Monty. We'll be right back. Yeah, we can't take him into the future. Alright, I need $50. Gimme. Why do we need to go back? Why don't you guys go? Somebody has to stay back here to protect the time hole. You wouldn't want someone to close it and trap you in the past, would you? I mean, I wouldn't mind. I could, like, invent the iPhone. How would you even do that? You just tell someone, imagine this thing, and they'd be like, okay, that sounds great. And that would be it. Because to invent something, you'd have to actually have the time and money and expertise and and the technology, and none of that would exist. That'd be a way to make $50 though. Oh god. You scared me. Also, it is a little bit loud still. Where do I... Oh, there. I might be ready to learn more. Okay. What are those zombies pounding on the door? Those are like goblins. They were the main enemies in the previous game. They're like grublins or something. They're just goblins. but they're wearing like sci-fi suits because it's the future. If you're agile enough, you can get an extra attack on your enemies before they know what hit them. Attack me now. If you land a well-timed blow, you will see another opening to attack. What? I will? Oh, he's just teaching me how to attack twice somehow. Okay, well at least you got the first attack. You'll have to get better timing to land the second one. Yeah, the timing is actually kind of weird. It's much quicker. That's it, you found the opening once more. It's too quick. And then he's just gonna say once more. Actually, these attacks really sting. I will need to see it once more before I can sign off on it, though. What do you mean sign off on it? Oops. Whoops. Alright. That's not easy. Oof, you pack quite a punch for a kid. I think you're I think it's safe to say you've mastered the art of combos. You learn the new combat technique combos. Can't you just teach me all the things? Remember this. All technology can be punched. What about the internet? Can that be punched? What about the cloud? I guess you can punch the servers. Anyway, I still need 50 bucks. So how did you guys get that clock? Do they sell them in the future? Oh, that made the time portal, I guess. I wish. No, I had to steal it from the Chronoculus, that time wizard you saw earlier. Dr. White confiscated the clock and locked him up after he got his way. I found where it was and swiped it. But Dr. White is the evil dentist, by the way, who was also that little kid. But Dr. White knows I took it. And it looked like they found us here. That's why you have to hurry. Okay. That's not where we get 50 bucks. I guess it would be a different currency. Why has it changed our cost? Oh, because of the tutorial. Yeah, that's why. So what do we want? We want her to be the superhero. And then, yeah, there we go. So we're all attacking types. You punched the internet once? Yo, it's Lee Everett from Telltale's The Walking Dead. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if this game came first, though. Well, the first game. Probably didn't, actually. Where do I get 50 bucks? Oh, one is attack. So you get no attack from being the clown. Oh, but the increased bag gives us stats. Secrets, 4 of 5. Secrets. Is Monty from the past? Yes. He's like, this is his time. Which is why we don't let him travel with us. I also don't know where that secret could be. That skeleton model there, I have a VR chat avatar that is basically that. It's like a cardboard skeleton. And I like it because it's stupid. Oh, that, yeah, that's for that. He assumed as much, seeing as he can't go back to the future too. Yeah. There's definitely no secrets here. But then we go to the future. So why can't he be in on that? Also, when we see that kid in the future, we're going to be the same age. There's the secret. That's got to be it. Oh, I fell. I fell over. Secrets 5 of 5. Maybe the alligators have $50. I wouldn't be surprised. Be like an alligator ate a person and we get their wallet. And $50. Good old $50. I do kind of expect it to be like a single item as well. Secrets 3 of 4. And the alligators burp up a hand here. Although this game probably doesn't have that kind of humor. It's a little bit dark, isn't it? That's probably going to be the other secret. I don't know how to get that. Which probably means it's a costume we don't have. Flapped and squeaky horn. That's all we can do. And intestines. Yeah, definitely not. Like the the eating a guy and burping up a hand, maybe, because it can be considered like really silly. Wait, I've not spoken to this band. Oh, and I need to talk to that guy that wanted the horn player. The French Quarter used to be where you could make a name for yourself. Now it's too touristy. Hey, is that a clown horn you got there? You trying to make a name for yourself too? Because we need a hornist for this song we're doing. If you could get some of those tourists to come by, we'd let you jam with us. Could be worth some major music cred. Actually, this might be why. It might be how we get $50. I'm guessing I have to be the clown. Alright, well, It's not working. Can I just push them? No. Maybe we can paint ourselves up like statues. I don't know how to get them over there. Alright, let's go see this guy in here, because we've kind of made the name for ourselves. The music here is good, but I come here for the root beer floats. I think that's when you put ice cream in it, isn't it? Which sounds gross. I've never tried a float. I'm giving jazz one more chance before I write it off for good. This is where Harmonious Mink plays. He's legendary on the sax. What are you doing here? I thought kids hated jazz. Do kids hate jazz? Maybe. Hey kid, you don't happen to know Good Hole Player? Yes, I do. Okay, I get it. You gotta get yourself some music cred, and I get that by playing with that band outside, I guess. It's like a quest item. Root beer floats are great. I'm not even sure if I've had root beer. I think I have. You like jazz? Maybe? Like, kind of? Not massively. Most jazz is not good. That's the problem, I think. I don't know how to do this. Just ride around them and squeak a horn. How do I get up to that guy? Maybe it's that only certain people like it. But there's some live music starting on the side of the square. No line. Live music, how tempting. But I really want to try this jumbo shrimp gumbo. I heard that this food cart uses fake shrimp. What? I'm allergic to fake shrimp. Well, fake shrimp could be like crab or something, I guess. Although most... Yeah, I think it's like most crab is actually just white fish flavored as crab. Where did you say this band was? It's right there. They remind me of the things... I probably said this last year, but they remind me of the... the Delfino people in Mario Sunshine. I think I may have pressed A by accident, but I think that I pressed B and beeped my horn. Yeah, and then it started the conversation. Alright, I get it. Oh hey, I was so entertained with these statue kids. They're cool, but they don't make any sound. Yeah, you're right, they are pretty quiet, I guess. Better off taking in a free concert over there. Free? That's my favorite kind of music. He's gonna love, like, YouTube then. All the free music. Hey, what'd you do that for? Can you see I'm enjoying this crazy kiddo here? He's okay, but have you heard authentic French Quarter music before? No, I can't say that I have. Is it good? It's free. See for yourself. They're about to jam in the square over there. Sounds cultural. Maybe I will check it out. Yay. Since it's saving, I only needed 3. Okay, we rounded up some spectators. Yeah, you did. Wow, we haven't had a crowd like this since ever. There's only 3 people. Yeah, I know. Don't get a big head. Man, 3 people? That would be some numbers, wouldn't it? I've never known those numbers. Okay, you ready to do these horn parts? We gotta really be tight if you want to impress the crowd. This might actually be timed then. I'll motion to you when it's time to honk. Don't mess up. Well, I messed up the first one. Nice, you really nailed your parts, did I? I never expected a clown horn to be the piece we were missing. Definitely earns your music cred. I bet word will get around. I'm sure it will. And we leveled. Oops. Just accidentally let off the horn there, just to unpaying customers as well. Say, you ain't that kid I've been hearing about playing a mean clown horn in the streets, are you? Said no one ever. Oh, you heard of me? Heard of you. Tourists won't shut up about you. You want a gig with us? We got a show starting soon. Pays $50. $50? Sounds cool. I'll get my clown horn ready. Do you think, kid? Well, it's jazz, so like... Just do whatever, right? I know that's not true, but... Bad jazz is... Thanks, come ladies and gents. I'm Harmonious Mink on the sax. That's my main man, Slim Willy, on the drums. God, the outro is longer than the concert was. That's me. That's me. Make it talk, son. That's me. Pop, pop. Easiest $50 I've ever earned. Wow, kid. That was some sick horn work there. Here's your $50. You earned it. Thanks, Mr. Mink. It was an honor to play with you guys. Ain't no thing. You sure you don't want to sneak out the back door to avoid the mobs? Heh. Just kidding, there ain't no back door. We got $50. Oops. And now we can not use this costume ever again. We got you 50 bucks. Here. Yeah, music. If you could call it that. Now we're talking 50 bucks. Somebody eating good tonight. Yeah, not us. Can you fix our boat now? Ain't no need for that. All you need is this. Wow. He gave us an oar. What's this for? I just fixed your boat. Are you serious? We didn't pay 50 bucks for an oar. This thing's only worth like 20. That's true, but it costs 30 bucks for labor. Labor? What labor? I ain't got time to explain the intricacies of my business, kid. It's complicated. Besides, we're closed now. He's gonna go fix some food, I guess. Where's the boat? Oh god, look at his eyes. Wait, wasn't like the final boss in the previous game a big skeleton with eyes like that? And wasn't he called like Big Bones or something? Oh, it's all coming back to me. Wow, he really loves candy. Yeah, and they would. So they. All right, I think I could still be wrong, and my memory might just be trash. But I'm pretty sure that the previous game was a big skeleton, maybe called Big Bones or something, and he got all the little goblin fellas to steal everyone's candy, and we had to stop them. It was a year ago, so I'm a bit like hazy about what happened, and I've only played it once. Hey, Little Bones, we got you an oar. This will work, right? Oh, hey, you found my oar. I was wondering what happened to that thing. It won't be as fast as the fan, but it'll do. Let's go. But yeah, seeing his eyes like that reminded me of it. And as far as we can tell, he is actually a skeleton. Which is very strange. We're just gonna go around in a circle. So, you're finally awake. Yeah, actually, Morrowind, you come into the game on a boat. Those witches of yours live somewhere on this island. Good luck finding them. This is my stop too. I'm out of here. Feel free to use that boat. It wasn't mine anyway. Oh, it works now. Morrowind's combat is tricky to get used to. I remember modding the game so that there was no chance system, but I kind of got used to it anyway after a while. Bam! I want to see if I get an advantage for hitting them. Yeah, I've only played through Morrowind once. As a kid, oh you do, they lose a bit of health. As a kid, I messed around with it lots just because it was fun. But never like actually played the story. Oh yeah, we got that whole thing now. Yes. We don't get a double attack with them though, because they're dead. You also never completely played through Morrowind? Yeah, I did it as something kind of recently. I think I probably completed Skyrim before I completed Morrowind. Sweet justice. No cursing. Alright, I'll try. Until 17 minutes pass.
Maroon Wind.
Maroon Wind. That's a lot of damage. Shouldn't they... I'm gonna heal, because they'll die on their own. I don't know how to target the other character. Yep, they're terrifying.
I got hit by, I got struck by. Truck. Honk.
What? They also didn't get a second attack through that whole fight. Okay. The fights are already getting more complicated. Good thing there's a heal right here, though. Bam! Bam! Uh-oh. Also, I'll have to go kind of soon. It's like food time already. But tomorrow I can spend a lot more time doing this. There we go. I don't know if I'm gonna survive. Clown is your favorite by far. It will be the one that we get rid of. You like the candy corn? Got rid of it. You like the clown? Got rid of it. It does heal though. It just terrifies me. That's the only reason. Oh, oops. And it's poisoned. Oh, so close. Fine, then your favorite is the pterodactyl. Well, the special of the superhero does AoE and the clown special does heal. The pterodactyl one causes a status effect which isn't the best. So maybe that one will be the one that goes. Might be good for bosses though to like poison them. Wow, I got the heal just in time. I'm about to die. That face, though. The crazy eyes. Yeah, they're difficult. I need to wet my whistle. That initial hit then is quite an advantage. Three again. The middle one does have the least. No, it doesn't. How do I change target? Oh, it's D-pad. We'll go with the least first. And then, Sweet Justice. Very good, very good. Done a lot better. Killed them much faster. And I guess it doesn't matter who attacks who. Although I think the clown has the least damage. Just because the costume doesn't add any attack stat. Nice. So 2,000 more to go in order to level. That is a lot. Do a little bit of a perimeter sweep. So there's one in the middle and one here. Oh, still 3. But just because I've learned how to select the one I want to attack means we can kill one of them very quickly. And then yeah, probably this one. I can poison this one whilst attacking the other. A double amazing. You just realize the old Call of Duty games are still crazy expensive. Yeah, they never really go down in price digitally, but if you get the discs on like PS3 or Xbox 360, they're like $3 at most. Or like the old ones anyway. I think they do go up to like Advanced Warfare, I think, on those consoles. Those might not be as cheap. But yeah, I was telling you the other day that I did think about getting them. Not to stream though. Because I stopped playing at Modern Warfare 1. So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Oh no, I did play World at War as well, which I think came out after. But yeah, it was before Black Ops. And I think I've played Modern Warfare 2 a little bit, like a year after I stopped playing. And sort of slightly kept track of them. Because there's Jon Snow is in one of them, and what's the actor's name? The other actor? He like plays the bad guy in Advanced Warfare, I think. I've kind of attacked the wrong one. Ah, it's fine. Well, you can just attack before it even hits, and it works. She's dead. Oh, damn. Oh, maybe I should have healed. Maybe healing also will bring them back. Yeah, I'll try. World at War was your first COD that you've ever played? So your first one was my last one. I'm pretty sure that yeah, I don't know which one was my first, but I did play a bit of the ones that were like about World War II still. I guess that would have been anything before Modern Warfare 4. Before Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Because that's why it was subtitled that. That was back when everyone made a World War II video game and movie. And then people stopped doing it because it was just over the top. I'm sure they'll get back to doing that soon, though. I guess there was, like, Oppenheimer, which was somewhat about war. That came out pretty recently. Do the special and get the AoE. Actually, when I bought my PS3, it did come like signed into someone else's account, and on there was like installed one of the old Call of Duties that was one of the World War II ones. But I'd like factory reset it. I couldn't believe that someone sold a console with like their details still attached to it. Wait, did they just respawn? I hope not. That's not usually how this works, because that would mean that I could just grind for levels. It's basically cheating. Yeah, we'll attack this one first. Or maybe switch it up. Might get me killed, though. Your favorite COD was Black Ops 1. Alright, don't hit that same guy. Well, that's real bad, because they're the healer. So there was two developers, wasn't there? One was Treyarch, and the other was something else. And I didn't really like the Treyarch ones, but then they became like more adventurous, and they did like the Black Ops stuff. I believe they're the ones that also invented, I say invented, came up with the idea of the zombie mode as well. Which was a great success. Yeah, you like Treyarch? I didn't when they made World at War. It was like a kind of weird mess of a game compared to how polished Modern Warfare seemed. But yeah, they got better. They made fun games anyway. Good. Nice. Right, is that all of them? No, they come back. They definitely come back. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, I think I succeeded the no swearing thing. That might be a first. In like 2 years. No, I'm sure I've done it before. This mole is not too bad. Hopefully now it won't just like one-hit kill. It used dig. Right, the moles can probably come back as well. Yeah, that is weird that you can just grind. Oh, God damn it. Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that. Alright, should I heal? I probably should, because if they both attack Reynold, then he'll probably die. Especially since he's poisoned. Alright, we got him. So we've not found any, like, anything that changes our, like, attacks. I don't remember what they were before. I thought that they were cards. And maybe they were cards. I might have a look in like the menus and stuff. Unless it's something the crow guy has to teach me. Right, I want to be full health. And then I want to avoid that guy who is not there, so that's easy. And then see what's going on here. Oh, there's like portals and a little family with a voodoo guy. Excuse me, sir. I need to tell you something. Hey, little one, does your mum know you're out here? Thanks for your concern, but this is an emergency. What's the big emergency then? Our dentist, he's crazy. He made some sort of pact with a time wizard, and he's headed here right now to steal the talisman from you. Oh, he's the talisman haver? What about the witches? Didn't we come out here to see some witches? A dentist, huh? Well, I can assure you that we can handle any dentist that comes this way, kid. Now, can I interest you in a gator burger? We have plenty. Yeah, I'll try a gator burger. Excuse me, ma'am. You are in super big danger right now. Oh, I know this place seems creepy, but we've lived here for years. Nothing to worry about. Do you want to join us for some barbecue? You guys aren't getting it. Our dentist is coming from the future to steal your talisman. I don't know how you know about the talisman, but I can assure you of one thing. These burgers are delicious. You guys should join us. Okay, I guess I will. I am actually hungry, so just give me the burger. Hey kids, you guys are in some serious danger. From what? How did you get here anyway? There's a dentist coming to steal some sort of talisman from you. Why would a dentist want our talisman? That's ridiculous. My dad has been guarding the monster gate since he was a kid. Oh, that's what that is. The last thing he's worried about is some stupid dentist. Ha! Way to warn you, you're in danger. What? Don't sneak up on me like that. Dorsilla? Oh. Also the bad guy. Or like the bad guy's helper. Do I know you? Huh, nope. Never seen you before. Then why are you trying to rile me up? Let me roast my marshmallow in peace. Why won't you guys listen to me? Halloween is at stake. Calm down. Look. I've got the talisman thingy right here. It's fine. Oh, so that's why she has like the connection with the monsters, and she was using the monsters to get the candy for the skull guy. Okay. Was the skull guy definitely the final boss? I think so. Yeah, like she was the antagonist through the whole game, but then you realized that there was like an overlord that wanted all the candy. Got the talisman thingy right here, it's fine. Be careful with that, Dorsilla. Our family has been using this to keep the monsters from coming through that gate for generations. I doubt some dentist is going to suddenly travel through time and take it. Oh no! Some dentist has suddenly traveled through time and took it. I'll take that. Dorsilla! Dorsilla! Oh no, time magic. I saw what you did to the future, Dr. White. We aren't going to let you destroy Halloween. Let me. I've already done it. Say goodbye to your disgusting, tooth-rotting holiday. That does it. This ends now. Yes. Yes, it does. Chronoculus. Oh, we're gonna have to fight the final boss and probably die. The real final boss is the friends we made along the way. Well, it kind of is in this case, because we're sort of friends with that skull kid. You might have been able to stop my cronies. Get it? Because chrono is like time, but you cannot stop Chronoculus. Like Chrono Trigger. And Chronomancy. And I can't really think of anything else. I mean, we're doing good damage, but maybe we win the battle, but then he just says at the end, nope, time happens. Time magic. That's some good damage. Oh, so the green is the upped damage. What? Oof. You're just making it worse for yourselves, I think it may have said. You're wasting your time. Get it? I can turn back the clock any time I want. I'm just gonna keep fighting. Wait, the clock has its own... Oh. One. Should I attack the clock then? But I can't do 150, so I'm gonna just attack him again. Right, okay, the clock does need to die. Refreshing. Great. They have like hardly any health. Alright, so the only time I can attack that clock is if I make it so that his health has diminished. Well, let's poop on him. Don't need to heal yet. Amazing! Not so amazing. Alright, I might need to heal. Or I can just go all out. Oh no, it's when he gets close to dying. The more something. I should heal, but I don't want this to disappear. Hopefully it lasts more than one round. Yeah. Wait, my meter isn't full right now? Okay. No, my timepiece! I am naked without it. Oh, really? Yeah, that's not who we wanted to be hit. They got poisoned. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't. do the main attack on this guy, and the splash damage will kill the boss. No! How did you defeat me? I can't something. I'm so disappointed. I didn't foresee that outcome. Oh well. Okay. So he can still time travel. How could the Chronoculus get free? That's impossible. Well, because the dentist helped him. Yeah, he was locked in a time-proof cage. And how did that dentist even know that we had the talisman? Because that is the dentist as a child. That is why. That was messed up. At least we have the clock. He can't do any more time traveling. But he traveled back. We need to get back to Everett and Lucy. Hope that time hole is back where we left it. Why are we looking at the floor? It's so sad. No! I just wanted to heal. And in healing, I may have died. And there's 3 of them. Yeah, look at my health. Look at my health. Right, so that is probably gonna die from the poison. But we definitely need to heal. Yeah, there we go. Please don't hit the same guy. Okay. Oh wait, I'm kind of attacking the wrong guy. Well, may as well just carry on. Oh, stop healing. Stop healing. Right, we should have at least this guy. Oh my god. So close. Okay, yeah, we can do it. A fight I never wanted to be in anyway. Right then. Wanted to... Oh, that was close. Wanted to talk to everyone again. Funny, I can't believe I got through. Now what do I do? Is this how you welcome monsters? I don't know your customs. Yep, that's how we do it. Can't believe I lost the talisman. Congratulations, you killed Halloween. Never saw Dad get bested before. Who was that crazy wizard? I don't know. But he's a bunch of little crazy wizards now. Oh yeah. You okay? No, I'm not okay. The monster gate is open again, and we're powerless to stop them. I know you tried to help us. I'm sorry we didn't listen. Yeah, you will be. Are you okay? The Chronoculus got free? How is that possible? I didn't know you were able to defeat him, but thank you. Yeah, I didn't know either. I honestly thought it was going to be just a scripted death. Just going to be careful to avoid these guys. So we have to get back to Everett and Lucy. There's still a secret in here, but I don't know how to get to it. Let's see if this guy says anything different. Nope. Oh, something we can do. Is spend money. Yeah. The Witch's Bog map. A clown of rainbow cloth will get even louder laughs. Oh, okay, for stronger heals. Look, we're so close to max as well. Add the star patch to the superhero costume to imbue it with the power of the stars, whatever that means. Take care, kid. Right, so that sounded like a perk that I could add. Wait, what? Solar superhero? Wait, what? Oh, it's just an upgraded superhero. Okay. Rainbow Clown. Yeah, I see. That's cool. I didn't think it would change colors completely. That's why I thought it was a new one. And now that we have the map for the other place, we can see if there are secrets that I'm missing. If I don't get stuck on everything. So I guess they're thought of to be the Coven of Witches. Secrets 101. Costume pieces 000. It's not even worth having a map, is it? They are cheap, though. Right, I think that we'll go back. We'll go back to the future. And probably leave it there for today. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a cutscene, and then we'll figure out what we're supposed to be doing next. And I'll come back tomorrow for more of this. A bit earlier this time, I think. The time hole is somewhere over here. Where did it go? Oh, well. Maybe we won't get back today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what? I think when we took the clock from Chronoculus, we made it impossible for Everett to steal it from him in the future. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So we can't just use it to open a new time hole? Maybe. Nope. I don't know how to work it. Does this mean you're trapped here? Cool. We can hang out more. Oh, that's not cool. We need to get home. I know. What are you doing? Oh yeah, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Hey Monty, I need you to do us a huge favor. Sure, what? I need you to remember where I buried this clock. Do I look stupid? You just buried it right in front of me. How could I forget? I mean, you have to remember for like 20 years. 20 years, why? Because in 20 years, our friend Everett is going to live here. You need to tell him that this clock is buried under his house so he can get us out of here. How does he know exactly where Everett's house is? Oh, I guess the time hole goes to the same exact location. Yeah, no, that's why. Okay, Everett, 20 years, got it. He didn't remember. Monty, you promised. What? I will, I promise. I won't forget, sheesh. Oh, there we go. That made him promise. You did it, thanks, Monty. I did? Well, I told you I would. I guess this is goodbye, Monty. Thanks for everything, Monty. It's funny how that works. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Alright, it did say saving, so I'm gonna get going. And then this will sort of say what I've got to do next and remind me for next time as well. Yo, it's Lee! No! Right, if I tab out, yeah, it like completely ruins the capture. It's really weird. And pauses. Alright, I'm gonna get going. It's getting dark already, it's crazy. It's crazy how time and space and seasons work. Alright, goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow a bit earlier. We'll play for a bit longer than just the 3 hours, but I mean 3 hours is still good. Goodbye for now. Bye bye bye. See ya.